Physical activity is highly influenced by social and cultural factors, such as socioeconomic status, age, race, gender, occupation, social mobility, and much more. All of these factors together can either facilitate or inhibit an individual's likelihood of being physically active on a daily basis. Where one lives, the environment in which he or she grew up in, and the culture he or she participates in makes an impact. Manhattan, Kansas is home to around 56,150 people, including college students and Fort Riley soldiers and their families. Residents of Manhattan, Kansas experience many influences throughout a particular day, and whether they know it or not, those influences have a huge impact on their life. Jim Taylor is a prime example of how social and cultural factors play a role in people's lives.
Hi, my name is Jim Taylor. I'm 60 years old and I just moved here to Manhattan, Kansas from Louisville, Kentucky. My wife, 2 kids, and grandchildren. My family actually originated in England, but we moved to Louisville actually a month before I was born. After moving here from Louisville, my wife and I bought a really nice estate in Colbert Hills. It's a great place, great neighbors, great walkability. I just love the area, and my kids are actually just a block away from me. I bought them a house so they could be even closer to their dad.
Walkability is the overall level of comfort, access, enjoyment, and connectivity of an area that facilitates walking. Level sidewalks, crosswalks, and shade are all examples of factors that would increase an area's walkability.
Yeah, so growing up with Jim Taylor as our father, we definitely had a lot of ample opportunities. We grew up in a gated community in Louisville, and our house was pretty sizable compared to some of our classmates. Like, we had a basketball court, and we had a pretty large estate where we could play catch with my dad growing up, and so a lot of our friends liked to come over to our house to, whether we could play basketball or play in our yard growing up when we were young. And so that was definitely something that not a lot of other people had, so we were blessed to have opportunities like that. But what else we had? We had like a rec facility in the house too, so as we got older.
He always really supported our athletic endeavors, and he paid for private tennis lessons for me and for him as well. And I was actually blessed to get a scholarship to Harvard,
Yes, okay.
even though I necessarily didn't need it, but he got me some of the best tennis instructors to train with, and I really appreciate that. So.
Yeah, we were always involved in like the country club. We were always hanging around there. Like, that's where we took tennis lessons, and me and my dad played golf all the time with each other there. So we were pretty regular visitors there, and so yeah, we were definitely, like she said, blessed to have a lot of the opportunity that we had, just because not a lot of our classmates and friends had the same opportunities. But
Currently, I am a CEO of the largest grain manufacturing company in the state of Kansas. Like I said, my job revolves around grain science, and Manhattan is actually one of the best cities for agriculture in the United States. And I got my master's degree here actually, and I just love it. I love the town, everything about it. It's great. I got my undergraduate degree at Harvard, and being a Harvard graduate, it's given me a lot of connections, and it's just kind of a family tradition. My kids went there. Hopefully my grandchildren will go there, and hopefully it just continues down the line. It's a great school.
Of the company, so I came here to work under my dad to continue working under him, and I'm actually looking to take over the CEO part when he does decide to retire, and he also works in the company as well.
Yeah, so just like my dad, I got my undergraduate from Harvard, and so once I graduated, he offered me an accounting position at the company, and I'm currently now the head accountant. And so yeah, we moved here because he bought us each houses here, and so we work for him.
Well, I'm actually one of the largest financial donors to the university, and as an alumni in my position, I just feel it's important to give back to a place like this, a place that I love. It's just really deep into my heart.
So Manhattan's a lot different than Louisville in the sense that it's a lot smaller, smaller of a community. But having said that, it's a lot cheaper to do things around here. We have a lot more leisure time where we can do different activities. I, for example, recently got my pilot's license, so I learned to fly our family jet on our own, so we save some money there without having to pay for a pilot. But yeah, I really like Manhattan. It's cool. K-State definitely prides itself on having a family-oriented atmosphere, and that's definitely something that we've found here. We enjoy going to the basketball and football games. That's a lot of fun. But yeah, definitely a lot different than Louisville. What do you thought about it?
Yeah, the cost of living here is definitely less than Louisville, which gives us more time and money to spend on what we actually want to do instead of buying a more expensive house or but I love Manhattan. I love the atmosphere. It's very family oriented. Everyone here seems to know each other, and I do like that there's young kids here. And in Louisville, I would say that it just wasn't, as family oriented. So.
Well, first off, in my career, I was really busy working 6-7 days a week, but now getting into my 60s, I'm gonna retire soon, so I only work 4 or 5 days a week, a lot less, and I spend the weekends with my family watching K-State football.
You have pretty good seats.
Oh yeah, they're nice box seats. They're really nice. I consider myself very healthy for a 60-year-old man. I haven't suffered through any illnesses or diseases, and there's no family history of it. My kids don't have anything. They're perfectly healthy, and luckily, actually, my parents are perfectly healthy in their 90s, and they're thriving.
Because of my dad's role in society, my family has always had access to great health care, and we don't have to worry about what would happen if one of us were to get really sick, and we would have to pay for expensive medicine and treatments.
I actually get the recommended amount of physical activity on a daily basis. As a 60-year-old man, I still feel I can do most things what I did when I was 20, as long as it's in moderation. I also have a personal chef who cooks me and my family and whoever else I please, just solely organic food, and I think that's necessary to a healthy life.
The 2018 Physical Activity Guidelines state that adults ages 18 to 64 should get 150 to 300 minutes of moderate physical activity, or 75 to 150 minutes of vigorous physical activity per week. Individuals should also participate in muscle strengthening physical activity at least 2 days a week.
Exercise in many ways. I take both my golden retrievers on walks every day. I'm actually on a golf team at the country club, and I love golf. My favorite form of activity that I get is actually just running around with my grandkids. Oh, and actually, my wife and I on Saturdays we go next door and we play doubles tennis against the Jeffersons because they have their own court in the backyard. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I have a gym, a personal gym in the basement with a fitness trainer. She comes over whenever I ask her to. Makes sense that I am occasionally just too busy. I also experience joint pain on occasion. Even though I do consider myself pretty healthy, I am going into my 60s, so sometimes a day off is okay. And weather, especially moving here to Manhattan and in the winter, it's been pretty bad this year, so.
I think we define ourselves as upper class just because of our family history of going to college and getting a stable job. This has allowed our family to make many connections, and I don't know where I would be right now if I wasn't given the opportunity to pursue my dreams and be so financially stable. Our family has always been successful, so we haven't ever worried about moving down the social strata.
My lifestyle and everything I have accomplished has allowed my family and I to live our happiest and healthiest lives. I am grateful for all the opportunities I have been given. However, being physically active is the greatest contributor to me feeling young and believing I can do anything, like living to 100. At any point, I could leave Manhattan, but I don't want to, simply because in my eyes, it's the greatest city in the world.